Blue therapy. Blue therapy is back or has been back, but your girl hasn't watched it like that. I was on it the previous season. I think I was in and out of the thought of watching the new one because I wasn't too sure if it was just for clicks, to just jab at us to get a reaction, or if this was really real. So it wasn't until YouTube literally shoved it down my throat, I was like, okay, let me just attempt to watch the first episode. I didn't finish the first episode because there's just so much nuggets in there. So this particular video, today's one, we're just going to be delving a little bit into Sean and Ray's relationship. And I'm talking about just the first episode. And even with that, not until the end. I wanted us to stay specifically on the difference between a liar and someone who is deceitful, because I find that there's a very fine line between the two, right? And just a little bit about the couple in case you don't watch it and you don't want to watch it. I'm gonna read it. I took some notes. I've literally put here, first off, Ray's body. Wow. Moving on swiftly. Her body is beautiful. Goodness. How does it feel to be God's favorites? It's as if all the sand, was used to make hair butters. Anywho, so Ray is with Sean. Ray is 30, or as Sean would say, 30 plus. But I think she mentioned that she was 30. He initiated the therapy. There is lots and lots of tension between both of them. And I think her main issue was the fact that he omitted information. And his excuse was, well, if you wanted that information, you should have asked for it. That's the underlining message I was getting from Sean. She claims that he lied about his age in the dating profile, and he's in fact 26 and not 28 as he had posed as. She doesn't date younger guys apparently, and when he was vouching for himself or giving a reason as to why, it was more of like he omits information, but that isn't, in her eyes, when you omit information, you leave certain information out, that equates to a lie in her eyes. And their communication style is extremely poor. I would say it just doesn't, none of them can get words in because they just latch on to each other, like piggyback off of each other, if not shout over each other. I can sense that there's a lot of contempt, mainly from the girl side. There isn't much respect there because, again, I don't think she respects this man. She's just irritated by him. And she's extremely fired up because her cheeks, where all the sand, God produced all of that clay, has been clapped by Sean, and it sounds like more than once. Okay. Lucky bastard. And I think she's pissed off at herself more than just the fact that Sean lied about his age. Now that's how far I got to in that episode. But before we delve a little bit into that, I wanted us to just watch this short clip by Pastor. Deception has a shred of truth in it. This pastor, absolutely love him. Upset the Gram, that's his account name, and I'm gonna pop it on the screen. Let's just watch it together.
Deception has a shred of truth in it, and that's why it's so wicked. Because you did tell me the truth, but you didn't tell me the whole truth, and you got me twisted up in something that I think is the truth, but it's not. At least with a lie, the whole thing's a lie. Deceit is when you tell me a little bit, but you leave out a lot.
Feels a little more evil.
Satan deceived Eve. He didn't lie to her. Satan told Eve, the day that you eat this fruit, you won't surely die. But she did start dying. I will not allow deceivers to serve in my house, and liars will not stay in my presence. My daily task will be to ferret out the wicked and free the city of the Lord from their grip. Psalm 101, if you want to know how you should be moving and how you want to move with other people, you need to check your friends and see if they even passed the Psalm 101 test. Just go in your contacts. Start from verse number 6. Go in your contacts and ask yourself this question. Are my companions faithful people? Faithful to God and faithful to me. Faithfulness and loyalty are two different things. Y'all be talking about loyal like it's marriage. Your friends ain't married to you. You know how many spiritual fathers and mothers out there treat their spiritual sons and daughters like they're their spiritual spouses?
Yeah.
And if you ever leave and move on, they don't see it as we raised a child that's leaving. They think it's a divorce from a spouse.
Right.
See if they pass that faithful companion test. See if they pass that above reproach test. See if they pass that deception test. See if they pass that liar test. Yeah, that's what you want.
This is the 101 standard.
Oh, of course, there's a lot in that, in that video. Oh my goodness. But the one that I want us to just focus on is the lying and the deceitfulness. When you are faced with a situation like this, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to get under the hood of the car and ask yourself tough questions. Deceit is something of the heart, it plagues the person's heart, and it might even be a character flaw. If you have sensed that this is something that the person constantly does or consistently does, and anytime you bring it up or you find out that they were lying or omitting some information, i.e. being deceitful, if their first point of call isn't like remorse, apology, forgiveness, and it's more of like, let me justify or tell you all the reasons as to why I thought that was the right thing to do, or why I omitted the information and why you need to be asking more probing questions in order for you to get that information. That is your cue to exit stage left, okay? You shouldn't be there trying to decipher as to why the person is a snake. That isn't your mission. And I find that Ray is wasting a lot of her time, especially as a 30 plus something year old or 30 something plus year old. You are approaching the dating market in the wrong way, sis. You do not have time. And this 26-year-old or 28-year-old is going to waste that time and add extra body fluid to you, and it's unnecessary. If the person that you want possesses a quality that will not serve you long term, let's muster some courage and move on, people. And also, the fact that she was extremely triggered by Sean lying, even though when she brought it to his attention that she'd already found out he was lying, blah, 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 and they went back and forth. The fact that she couldn't let it go indicates to me that she's more upset at herself than him, because I found that the conversation just kept going on and on with no real resolution, because he's just showing to you that he's a liar and deceitful. But here you are still there complaining and nagging. It's because you need to channel that anger and disappointment towards yourself so that you can make better decisions for your future. Most of the time, a lot of people lack that accountability. They lack the ability to be introspective, look inside themselves, look into the mirror and say, actually, I'm the one that's messing up here as well. The fact that I'm enabling this behavior means I am contributing to my own suffering in this moment. And it's time for me to look in the mirror and say, do you know what? Let's pick up this booty and move away from the situation. I just had to say that. You've got a beautiful body if you end up landing on this video. But anyway, I don't want to delve too much into Blue Therapy. Maybe I'll finish watching it. I will see. Your girl does not have time these days, but I will see if I will watch the rest of it. And I just want to know if it's real or not. I just don't want this overly dramatized stuff. But yeah, I have another video of this coming soon if it's not already here, but it will be on the screen. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, you will obviously enjoy some of the ones on the screen. And yeah, give it a thumbs up. And give me a subscribe. It's totally free if you enjoyed this content. But until next time, take care and God bless. Bye bye.